This is a huge moment in the crypto world. Coinbase, the company that's become almost synonymous with buying and selling cryptocurrency in the US, has just been added to the S&P 500. This isn't just a technical stock market adjustment, this is a massive signal, a moment that marks the slow but steady normalization of crypto in the mainstream financial world. Let's talk about why this matters. First, the S&P 500 isn't just any index. It represents the 500 largest publicly traded companies in the United States. The list includes the likes of Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and Google. These are the companies that define the economy. So when a company like Coinbase joins that list, it means something very clear. Crypto has entered the room. Not through the back door, through the front door, invited and seated at the big table. Now, to qualify for the S&P 500, a company needs to meet strict requirements. It needs to be highly liquid, it needs to be profitable, and it needs to have a market cap of several billions of dollars. Coinbase checks all of those boxes. Despite all the ups and downs in the crypto market, the company managed to maintain strong financials. And now, after years of skepticism from traditional finance, it's getting recognition from one of the most respected financial institutions in the world. But what does this actually mean for you and me? Well, for one, it means Coinbase stock is about to be bought by a huge number of institutional investors. Mutual funds, retirement accounts, ETFs. Many of them are required to hold the S&P 500, so now by default they're going to be buying Coinbase stock. This could mean more stability for the stock price, more volume, and potentially more upward pressure on the valuation. But beyond the price action, this also adds a layer of legitimacy to the entire crypto space. Think about it. 10 years ago, if you told someone that a crypto exchange would be part of the S&P 500, they would have laughed. Crypto was seen as this shady underground market. Now, it's part of one of the most respected investment indices in the world. That's progress. It also puts pressure on other institutions to start taking crypto more seriously. If a company like Coinbase is now in the same league as the biggest names in tech and finance, it forces analysts, funds, and even regulators to reevaluate their stance. This could accelerate regulation, but in a good way. Clear rules, safer platforms, and more adoption. There's another angle here too. For the average investor who doesn't want to mess with private wallets, gas fees, or trading altcoins, owning a piece of Coinbase through their 401k might be the simplest way to get crypto exposure. So, in a way, this move helps bridge the gap between traditional finance and digital assets. Let's not forget the message this sends to the crypto haters, the ones who said this was all a fad. You can't be part of the S&P 500 if you're a gimmick. Coinbase isn't a random token. It's a publicly traded company with revenue, employees, profits, and now a seat at the table. Are you here for a promo code? If so, ask yourself what is the name of the company this video is talking about. That is your promo code. This also opens up interesting discussions about the next wave of crypto-native companies. Could we see others follow Coinbase's path? Will companies like Binance, if they ever go public, Kraken, or even newer decentralized finance projects eventually go mainstream in the same way? Coinbase might be the first, but it probably won't be the last. So where does this go from here? Well, with Coinbase now in the S&P 500, the conversation shifts. It's not about whether crypto is real anymore, it's about how big it can get. This moment doesn't just change Coinbase's story, it changes the story of crypto entirely. So yeah, this is big news. And it might be the most boring headline with the biggest long-term impact. Coinbase joins the S&P 500. But in that one sentence is a massive shift. One that tells us crypto isn't just surviving, It's maturing. It's getting woven into the fabric of the global economy. And whether you're a crypto believer, a skeptic, or just someone trying to understand what the hell is going on in the markets, you can't ignore this anymore. Coinbase is in the S&P 500, and the world just changed.